Welcome back. The travel industry is generally applauding President Biden's executive order signed this week relating to travel.
Americans are now required to wear a mask in airports, planes, ships, buses, and trains. That order also mandates that travelers from other countries must test negative for the virus before they enter the U.S. This is in addition to an order mandating masks on federal property. And joining us now to talk more about how this executive order could affect everyday travel is Peter Greenberg. He's an Emmy-winning journalist who reports on travel news. He has been called the travel detective. Peter, we thank you so much for being here tonight.
Happy to be with you.
So can you talk about the immediate and then the long-term impacts of this new order on those required negative COVID tests, not only for international travelers entering the U.S., but that does include U.S. citizens re-entering, and the recommended 7-day quarantine for all international travelers? What's the immediate and long-term effects?
Well, there was one plan already in place during the Trump administration that actually kicks in this coming Tuesday, and that's the one that says anybody coming back to the United States, including Americans, has to show a negative COVID-19 test within 72 hours of the departure time of their flight. They have to show that at the airport. The airline has to verify that. Then they're allowed to get on the plane. In addition to that, the orders that President Biden has just signed include, of course, a proposal, hasn't been implemented yet, that everybody coming in then has to quarantine for 7 days. He's asked the State Department, the DHS, and other federal agencies to make that plan happen. I'm expecting to see that in the next 2 weeks. In addition to that, we have New York State rules and other rules that may require you to quarantine. Anyway, those are already in place. Now, you mentioned the mask rule. This has been a real problem for airlines and for flight attendants who've been put in the position of being like sky cops. Now this is a federal rule. It applies not just to planes, trains, automobiles, and buses. It applies to even national parks, any federal property. And it gives the airline the legal clout to let people know, just like wearing your seatbelt, if you disobey the order to wear your seatbelt, you've committed a federal offense. It's not just being banned from the airline at that point, handcuffs are involved. And the same thing now applies to masks.
Well, I know you said this has not been enforced. Let's go back to that 7-day recommended quarantine. If we go back to that, how is something like that enforced? Because I think that's, some of the problem is really enforcement of some of these rules.
You're not kidding. I mean, right now, for example, if I fly back to New York tomorrow from any state in the United States, I'm met at the airport by National Guard troops asking me to fill out a New York State health form. But they do not correlate the information. They don't check the information that I put on my form with my driver's license or with my telephone number or with the address of where I'm staying. So it's almost the honor system, and that's not really being well enforced. It's got great intentions, but the resources aren't there for the health officials to do the contact tracing that's needed. Now, with a 7-day proposal that's going to be nationwide, that makes that enforcement even more challenging, as you said.
All right, so continuing to talk about that international travel, let's talk about the U.S.'s border countries, Mexico and Canada. What types of changes are you anticipating at those ports of entry, if any changes?
Oh, there'll be changes. Right now, you can fly to Mexico. You can't drive. Canada's borders are essentially closed to most Americans. President Biden has asked the State Department and the DHS to start conversations with their Canadian and Mexican counterparts to come up with a new rule about entry rules, testing, and, of course, quarantine. We expect to see those happen within the next 30 days.
All right, one last question for you, Peter. Are you anticipating any additional rules that will change concerning travel?
What I'm anticipating is actually the private sector and foreign governments pivoting quickly on these new COVID-19 test requirements so that they're going to offer their guests in hotels and resorts free testing. And if you happen to test positive, some of these resorts are even offering you that they'll put you up at their expense for 14 days in their resort.
All right, journalist Peter Greenberg, also the travel detective. We thank you so much for your time tonight.
You got it.